Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Harder Than 50 States. I am QB, quietly brilliant. I always give a shout out to my sponsors first, Industry Sounds and Midwest Lavish for keeping this fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
buddy.
am here with one of the dopest people in Kansas City. If you don't know, you should know him very well. Kevin Church Johnson.
Salute, man, for
What's
having me.
going on? Welcome to the Heart of the 50 States, brother.
Man, glad to be on the Heart of 50 States, man.
Uh,
It's the hottest thing going in the middle of the map. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I always give my guests a chance to kind of give the people a brief background of who they are, what they do.
Um, Born and raised all my life, Kansas City, Missouri. Full-time musician, you know what I'm saying? I used to be formerly church boy, you know. Like I said, I'm 39, so I've been lost that, had reinvented myself in a healthier way of branding myself as an artist. So I used my real name, Kevin, and, just kept the church and then my last name, Johnson. So full-time musician, music producer. I've produced for a lot of artists here. Um, did hooks for a lot of artists, and also I'm currently the drummer for Tech N9ne. I toured with him in 2024 and 2025. Me and him have a record together called "This I Know" off of his latest album.
One of
He
my
is in the
favorite
lab working on his
songs.
new album, so I was grateful to be able to get that. And then I'm a full-time artist and musician around here, and I also play in a couple of corporate bands. But the main band that I'm with is Lost Wax. So full-time musician. So this is what I do for the culture. This is my contribution to the earth. Music.
Dope, and not just a musician. You also sing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
sing and play the drums at the same time. There's not many of those around that could do. I tell you what, I know how to play the drums, and I couldn't imagine having to sing and play the drums at the same
Man,
time.
shout out to my bro, A Harv. He's from Kansas City, Kansas, but he relocated to LA, and I was in a band on the music scene here called the Truth Band, the Truth DA, the
Yeah,
Truth Band.
shout out to
So
True
it
Band.
consisted of my bro Mike Gregory on lead guitar, Stevie Cuban on bass. We had like a plethora of singers, Asa Barnes was the lead singer when I was in it. Sam Rivers, she's a phenomenal vocalist.
Yeah, that's my
And my
cousin, Sam
yeah,
Rivers.
so that's my classmate. We went to LaSalle, so
Yeah, that's my
shout out to
cousin.
Sam. And then we had my bro A Harv on keys. And so one time he set up a microphone. He said, "Hey man, I'll be hearing you ad lib. If you feel it, go ahead." And it's just one of those nights, when I used to drink, kicked in and I ad libbed something on it and it stuck. So that was the first person that put the microphone in my face on the side of the drums, and ever since then, I always give credit to that. I
Yeah,
wasn't doing it at church. It debuted at the KC Juke House.
Juke
Shout out
House.
to the boss lady Shelby.
Shout out to the
She
Juke
yeah,
House.
Juke House is definitely a stomping ground. It's a sanctuary for me,
Yeah,
where a lot of people knew Kevin Church Johnson at the time, going by Church Boy. So
yeah.
I always show love to the landmarks in the city for sure.
Yeah. What got you started in music? Like, what made you pick up instruments? Cause you play more than just the drums, right?
Yeah, I play a little bit keys.
Yeah.
I play I play a little bit keys, a little bit guitar, a little bit bass. I mean, just being in church, and listening to the elders in the church sing, and the organ player and the piano player, just the importance of music. I mean, music was played in my house. I mean, from Sam Cooke to Isaac Hayes, to Curtis Mayfield. That was a lot of stuff that my dad played, and my brothers and sisters and stuff, what they played in the house. You know what I'm saying? Music is just it's a it's a it's a feeling that's unmatched. I don't read music. I know some of the basic theory in music, but nah, I don't read music, and I am about to get back in the classroom so I can be able to speak the language
hmm
better to my band members. Like, no, man, keep me in the B flat. You know what I'm saying? So I can. They be like, oh, he really means he want to stay right there. But music is just it's just something that just stood with me. It's a sonically sound, man. Music is got so many powers, man, and God just dumped a bunch of it in me, and I've been able to navigate it through the industry and just trial and error, just trying stuff. I'm just fascinated with sound and melody and rhythm and just conviction of music, man. It's just I can't even describe it, man. It's just like
Yeah.
I was just born with this, just came into this world and music withstood with it, you know.
Yeah, I also I never took drum lessons either, or I can't read music, but I know how to play the drums, and I picked up the same thing from the church.
Natural field, yeah.
Yeah,
Church is
yeah,
the biggest school ever.
yeah. I would sit. They would run me off the front row of the front row seats where the deacon sat every Sunday because I'd be up there watching the drummer the whole time. Shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
Ricky Rambo. And that's who taught me how to ultimately play the drums. You know, and
Fishawn Johnson is my drum instructor.
yeah,
Taught me from church. She's a phenomenal uh, songwriter, and grew up with her. She took the time and nurtured me, and then I took the rest and ran with it.
yeah,
And fell in love in the genres that I love, because I know for a fact I didn't become a Tina Turner fan because of her. She loved Ike and Tina,
mm,
so that was who she really really loved. And so shout out to Philshawn Johnson. If you ever get to tune in to the pod, you know, shout out to Philshawn Johnson. She the reason why, you know, I got some of the skills that I have, you know.
yeah. Um, are you working on any projects or anything right now?
I am. It's a slow burn. I got an album I've been talking about working on for the longest, but stay tuned for an album called The Night Before Church. Definitely it's gonna be me really, really. I'm coming from a place of being in love again.
All right,
I got remarried, you know. Me and my wife, we celebrated yesterday officially being together 5 years, but we've been
dope.
married 2 years. Our wedding anniversary is May 27th, and so this album got me tender, you know, talking about love, you know, and also got me talking about some trauma, some past to get over, and then also I'm talking my shit on there too. You know what I mean? Like it's church, you know what I'm saying? And I got my mom that's gonna be on there because my mom sings. Just about everybody in my household can carry a note and sing. My mom, my dad, my brothers, and my sister. I'm the one that made a career of it. So the night before church, my wife is on my ass about getting it done. And so, and I do got some records complete on there. I got a song wrote by my bro BJ. My bro BJ is my secret weapon. He is a phenomenal MC, but a songwriter. He is the GOAT. He has helped definitely mold and raise me in my career amongst a lot of other brothers in this game. So Night Before Church is that would be my third body of work as an artist by myself. Me and my wife have a project out called We Found Us. She's a poet and also an author and amongst a lot of other stuff. But me and my
Okay,
wife got a project on all digital platforms called We Found Us. It's poetry and song, basically telling our love story and telling it from our lens. You know, me and my wife getting together, it really shook up the black community that we all were tied in. And so we decided to use it and tell our story. And my wife is a straight G. She's a Pisces. She's like, oh yeah, I gotta tell my story. So you'll hear some records on there that's her by herself, and then you'll hear some pieces. Like these are some vulnerable pieces. Like I was in my bedroom, you know, intimate situation, playing her guitar. She was taking classical guitar lessons, and you know she don't play it no more. So I ended up picking it up and playing it, and these was just some songs I was freestyling, and she ended up. I didn't know she was recording me, so she ended up giving them to our engineer who mixed and mastered the album, Jazz Brewer.
shout out
You know what I'm
Jazz.
saying? 6411 Studios. You
Yeah,
know, shout out to Jazz. And she had them put them in the Pro Tools and kind of bring them up. So these is files off her iPhone. So I was
wow.
like, I wasn't planning on putting that on there because it's intimate. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, you can tell an intimate record if it's hip hop or not. You can tell the conviction, like, oh, they talking about such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can hear it in the music. So basically, I just want people to have music that they can feel on this album, The Night Before Church. And also seeing the evolution of me standing up, like I said, talking some shit, man. You know, talk about the complexities I had, a low self-esteem as a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just talk about how I was treated in high school. You know, and it's just I just feel like who better to do it? Me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm excited about that, and also I got an iron in the fire with Tech N9ne.
Okay.
I'm a mad fan of Tay. Me and him got some records. I reached out to him and I said, man, I'm a fan. And he's like, man, straight like that. You know, he don't speak much, but when he get on the mic, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a couple of MCs I want to collaborate with because a lot of people, you know, they'll put me in the box because I'm an R&B soul singer. You know, they put me in the box. They think I'm gonna just give you Anthony Hamilton and D'Angelo vibes. I'm like, no, I love hip hop too. I appreciate Memphis hip hop. I appreciate Houston, Texas. I appreciate Atlanta culture. You know, Earth Tone, Organized Noise, Outkast. You know,
Yeah.
Hello to Don, of course, Little John. I mean, and I also love Jazzy Faye, but I also got respect for our natives here. Elmo, Mike Dupree, Lil Ronnie, Brian Kennedy,
Yeah.
uh,
Shout out to all the hometown
uh,
boys.
a Big Genius. He used to go by Boy Genius, but Big Genius, you know what I'm saying? Riv Loke, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm invested. Dawan, of course,
Yeah.
hip hop pioneer Dawan. You know what I mean? Seven, who used to do a
7.
lot of Tech N9ne's production. I mean, we got a lot of people. I ain't trying to leave nobody out. You got Pretty Boy Beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got KC Blaze.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
it's a lot, bro.
you
Kansas
got
City is full of talent.
Papa Willow's producer.
Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Oh my God, he did a lot of DRR stuff. DJ Dub, come on,
Yeah,
shout out to
DJ.
DJ Dub. You know what I mean?
DJ Dub.
These is landscapes of producers here. Um, I get on these. You give me an opportunity to shout out. I got to shout out, man, our city, Kansas City, Missouri, and also the natives is doing their thing on the Kansas City, Kansas side. You know what I mean? You got Irv, the Phenom.
Yeah, shout
Shout
out
out to
Irv.
my bro Irv.
Yeah,
Thank you, man, for letting me join you on your big body of work, amongst other bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? My bro Irv, the Phenom, man.
dope
Phenomenal.
artist. Yeah,
I mean,
dope
name it.
artist.
What you
Yeah,
pick something.
yeah, I know.
I mean,
From
you wanted to
singing,
rap,
rapping.
you know what I'm saying? Image
He got it.
consulting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure you got the drip right.
Yeah,
You know, all the Kansas City, Kansas natives, you know what I'm saying? All the Kansas City, Missouri natives, you know what I mean? You know, I'm definitely a fan of my city, and I definitely got a more mature and authentic love for my city because, you know, so many people in the city have taught us to hate our city.
man.
And we got to stop doing that.
Sure,
And it's
for
easy
sure.
to do it, you know, because progression. No, progression is progression. You know, every step is a progression, you know, to where we at. You know, you got to pay attention to the monopoly of the city.
Facts.
You know,
That's
people got to
facts.
just stop paying attention to who's popping. I pay attention to the monopoly of what's being built, and then you can kind of see where you need to be at to get your money. Especially for me being a musician,
Yeah.
I can tell when I see construction. I say, "Oh, that means it's time for me to go get another black suit. Let me go get another Eton dress shirt real quick. Let me go get some more back 90s
Right.
because that means corporate dollars.
Yeah.
You know, when folks is building up stuff, they love to party and get
Oh
drunk.
yeah, for sure.
So
For
that's
sure.
the best way I'm speaking to my musicians out here beyond just playing in church, you know what I mean, in the club scene. Y'all gotta definitely get this corporate band money, man.
Yeah.
It's out there for you to get it. It's a different genre. You're gonna be playing a lot of country and pop stuff, but it's hey, if you like making money,
You gonna get in
wanna
that
also
bag.
not just pay your bills. I gotta say this. We wanna make money not just to pay our bills.
Yeah,
But to
facts.
also put back into our art. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying, you don't wanna just not have your own building one of these days. You know what I mean? Like you want to also just be able to teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what you need to have. This is the cameras you need to have. You know what I mean? We want
Yeah.
to be able to put back into our art. You know what I'm saying? Beyond just getting sneakers, but it's important to make good money where you can get the tools that you need. Because being a musician, being a cameraman or being a journalist. You know what I mean? Shit costs money.
Oh yeah, it
You know,
definitely
you
costs.
gotta have the editing, you gotta have the proper lights and stuff, and it just costs, man. Like
It
I'm
definitely
excited. I'm
costs.
excited, man. I'm really excited for you, man.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate it.
I was we was talking before you got us going live, but bro, I'm really proud of you, man.
I
Like
appreciate it. That means a lot.
this is for us. I mean,
Yeah, for sure, definitely for
this
us.
is for us, man, and we got to get behind it. Let us know how we can get behind it, man, genuinely, where we can be a support and push it, man, because it's for us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just showing up, man. Just showing up like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I could never really charge for this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my way of giving back to my city. You know what I'm saying? My doors is always open to anybody that's out here creating. It don't matter if I like it. It's still art or your form of art. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I'm a student of music. I can't co-sign a lot of stuff.
It's some bullshit coming. It's some bullshit
It's
coming
some
out.
BS, but I make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I be politically correct. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be name dropping. You get what I'm saying? And insulting, because what not might not be your cup of tea is somebody
Exactly.
that got fan base and stuff. And I ain't trying to start war. You get what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to do that. Now, granted, you can't help it if you dope and it's folk that don't like you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm making sure to be very mature wise in how I articulate myself on art. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get me name dropping, and I had to learn that. Coming up in my career in Kansas City, you got people that ask you, "Hey, what you think about what you call it?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that's."
And leave it
Now
alone.
you gotta leave it
Yeah.
alone, and you
Leave
thinking
it
you like
alone.
like, "No, I'm gonna keep it real," and that's when
Uh,
keeping it real mess up your money.
mm-hmm.
Because when it's all said and done, the culture and the art, it's not about the money, but you gotta have a living. And unfortunately, there is politics that we gotta go by.
Facts.
And
Especially here.
but you also got the politics of making sure that you still keep it real as a man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Facts.
Women or however your pronouns you, because that's the era that we in. Whatever you chose to go by, stay solid and integrity. You feel me? So I
Yeah.
gotta put that out there. You can't just exclude it out. You know what I mean? That is the way of the land. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Just can't. It ain't man and women no more. It's people
Yeah.
like, no, I'll go by them, they, she. You know what I mean? It's real
That's
deal. Because I
facts.
mean, then you
Those
got
are
you got
facts.
then you got a political debate because they're like, man, he excluding out people. He's only about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I heard you say married for the second time, right?
yeah,
Was it hard to find love again or trust somebody again after that? I'm married. I've been married for 10 years, so I got questions on people that.
my first marriage, just to hit it and quit it and be respectful for, you know, my first. It was preparation and environment. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying? And I'm talking about preparation of where God wanted me to be as a husband, and not listening to a bunch of not sound advice. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta also do your homework on who the family is, who you marry into. You just not marry
Facts.
that person. So I hit it clean, cause I want people to see it. It was very controversy of my new marriage, and it was just like it was hurtful. I had a lot of people to take sides, and it affected some things. But God is a keeper. I'm still here. I'm a lot healthier, and I hope all is well for that person, that they healthy too, and I believe that. But I'm just not checking for it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not giving them no press or nothing. I don't wish nothing ill on them, because at the end of the day, they still reside in this city,
Facts.
and we don't talk, and there's nothing for us to talk about. And all blessings to their family, and I'm happy where I'm at. Um, Me being remarried definitely showed me a lot of how many excuses you can't make
Mm.
with dysfunction you came in with. So just basically, whatever was in my past is in my past. That's
Facts.
buried. I had to get into therapy, get the anxiety medicine, get the counseling, and also be able to take open rebuke from my wife. And I'm talking about that's called the difficult conversation. My wife don't struggle no egos. She tell it like it is. She, like I said, she's a Pisces woman. I'm Aquarius. Oh, she gonna that hurt my feelings. I be like, oh, man, all right. We just talked about that. Like it make 5 years, that we've been together, and we check in.
Yeah,
It's a necessity for me and my wife. We gotta have a cuddle.
yeah. You do, and that's
Yeah.
what keeps you strong.
She asked me,
Is those
she's like, "Do you
check-ins?
want to keep going?" And I was like, "Yes, I want to keep going." And I asked her like, "Why you want to keep going?" She said, "I love you, and nobody's perfect." And I think, I think for me as a black man, my wife does so much amazing stuff.
Mm.
I put her on too much of a higher expectation. So when that one little simple thing don't go through, it's just like, I gotta check myself on my attitude. You know what I mean? I gotta check myself on how I'm snappy and sharp. My wife don't play that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I swear we think along the same lines
Yeah,
with our
so
wife, because I'll be like, well, she did this, so I can't really go. You know
yeah,
what I'm
it's just
saying?
like
Hard on her about this because
because
she,
our wives are super duper strong, but they're
man,
also even more delicate. And what I mean not delicate, like it just fall on the ground and break it, but like my wife, we got this thing when we saying like, "Yo, man, hold my egg." You know what I mean? My egg is fragile, and my wife, she trusts me to hold her egg. And if I haven't held her egg, she love me enough to tell me. Because once your spouse or your significant other don't want to tell you no more, you in some trouble, bro.
yeah,
So my wife, she gonna tell me, she said, "Hey," she said, "I'm gonna be for real with you. I know I love you, because some of the stuff, you know what I mean." And she seen me for me trying, and she said, "I see you making the evolution to be better." And she said, "I'm making the evolution to be better too, you know." And it's also my wife is I mean, we making history in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we're in such a powerful place in the industry here. Like, we are in the music business. She is in the writing business. She is established author. She got books. You know what I'm saying? She got I don't want to mess up, Growing Up Sinner. She got another book, and that's on Amazon Books and all that. She got a book called Mama Sutra. It is a book talking about sexual advice from a mother's perspective to her son.
yeah.
Her and her son co-wrote this book together. You know what I mean? About being a good lover. You know what I'm saying? My wife is an advocate for pleasure and making
Ain't
sure
nothing wrong with it.
that you putting it down
Sound
properly.
like you got it
So,
right this time,
hey
brother.
man, listen, hey listen.
Sound like
You
you
know,
got it
and
right this
I'm
time.
grateful for and what comes with a great wife comes with great responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Maintenance is key. I mean,
Yes,
everybody
sir.
want a bad house in Lee Summit or wherever, but you got to make sure gutters is good. You got to make sure roof is good. The garage motor is good. The foundation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of all, the foundation.
The appliances. Do you got 20-year appliances in there? Basically, a marriage, man, is definitely, you got to do the upkeep.
Yeah, it's work.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I'll
can't
tell
just-
anybody.
You can't just buy stuff. You can't just take trips.
No.
Nah, you got to check in
Yeah.
and have the conversations.
Yeah,
Have the
the-
realistic conversations.
The hard
Yeah,
conversations.
the hard ones, and sometimes they not even hard. They just real.
Yeah, facts.
They just straight up real, and you be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Don't ask me this at this time. My wife be like, when is the proper time to ask?
Right
So
now,
I'm grateful.
let's
Shout
talk.
out to my wife, Natasha Rhea.
Shout out, wifey.
Yeah, for sure. She is she not only she my wife, she my friend, and she my manager.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do no deals without my wife. You feel me? If you ain't trying to talk to my manager, you ain't trying to do business.
I heard that,
You
man.
can't talk to the queen. You ain't trying to get the king.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Our castle is our castle together. She built this castle off of love, and I'm bringing my part to add to the castle. You feel me?
Ain't nothing
My
wrong
wife
with
a
it,
boss, and I tell her all the time, and I tell her on the microphone. Shit, I tell her, we watch the Oscars, and I get to dream out loud with my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I get to
dope.
dream out loud, like kid, like dream out loud. You remember how we used to be like, man, I want that car,
Yeah.
bingo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my house. You know what I'm saying? I get I get to dream with my wife like that for real, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I get to have that little black boy joy. You know what I'm saying? What it feel like to get a new pair of sneakers. I get to share that moment with my wife. Like I just got a Mark II Fender Rhodes electric piano. If people not familiar with that, that's like what you seen D'Angelo play on, you know what I'm saying, or you see PJ Morton. You know,
Okay.
it's a vintage keyboard, and I was able to grab me one for a decent price. And my wife was the one that instigated it, and she put her credit card up. And I was like, girl, you're not supposed to be doing this. I ended up selling her the money back. She said, you wasn't going to do it. So I get that's the
That's
magic of my
dope.
wife, and so I can't get on any platform and can't speak about how much a blessing she's been to me, but not only my family, to my mom, my dad, my siblings, and my friends. You know what I'm saying? My friends been enriched by her love and her wisdom that she has. So it's not for show. Like I said, it's maintenance, but hands down, I wouldn't trade it. Like the controversy and the pain that I felt with us getting together and announcing it, I do it again.
Yeah.
I do it
As
again.
you
You know what
should.
I mean?
That's
But this
exactly
is
how
my
you should.
second and my last, cause we in this thing together for
Yeah.
life.
There you go.
We in this thing for life. You know what I mean? I wear it around my neck. You know what I mean? This our initials. You know, the camera can't see it. You know,
It
it's
can see
KJ.
it.
It's KJ and N and R. You know what I mean? And hands down, she's been an inspiration and a fan of my music. We've been friends for a long time, so it's just like we were friends. You get what I'm saying?
Before it was a
Yeah, it wasn't,
relationship.
it wasn't
So
just like
okay.
situationship and one night standing. It, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it was friends, and you know I married my friend. You know what I mean? And my friend, she helped me through the switch up of people and career change. You know, a lot of gigs I used to play. I don't have to play there no more.
Hmm.
You know what I
Manager
mean?
stepped in and got you
Ah,
right.
man,
Yeah.
listen.
That's
Manager stepped in. Like if anybody seen the movie Sinners, I got my Annie.
all right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She
Hey,
hey,
Annie was a strong,
hey,
strong
I got
woman,
I got my
boy.
Annie and my wife. She don't do horror movies, but I bragged about the movie and I told her I cried a little bit. I said, man, I got my Annie. You feel me? But what I was saying was, me and her was watching the Oscars, and I was happy that they got four of them. My bro Raphael Sadiq should have got it for "I Lied to You."
Yeah.
I don't know what movie that was, but okay,
It,
congrats. But everybody know "I Lied to You." Soon as that dude seen that, somebody hold me,
yeah.
like that sucker give you chills. You know what I'm saying? And the presentation of it all in the movie. But me and my wife had told me, she was like, practice your Grammy speech. And when I seen
I
that,
heard that.
you
That's
know what I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking
My wife,
about.
she told me this
That's
in she
a.
told me that before I had landed. She told me that before I landed my first writing credit with Tech N9ne. She told me this before I had planted my first tour. You know what I'm saying? Planted my first tour 2024. She manifested that. We was in Chicago in 2023 October. Tony reunion. Like, this is Raphael Sadiq. Rest in power, Dwayne Wiggins,
Yes,
brother,
for sure.
the cousin, brother Tim that plays keys, you know what I'm saying? We in Chicago at the Chicago Theater, beautiful historical theater, man. Watching Tony. We going back to the room. There's a tour bus. It was burgundy, and then where you put your luggage at underneath, it was chrome, silver. And she said, wait a minute. She said, you ready for that? And I was like, I didn't give it confident. I was like, yeah, man, I just want to make the money. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah. She said, I just felt that. That's how my wife is. Magical, just like that. I felt that. I get a call in August 2024. Like, yo, can you get away for some months? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what's going on? He's like, tour, Tech N9ne. And my wife was like, I told you I felt it. So who gave me that phone call and threw that alley hoop for me and put me in a place to get me to play for Tech N9ne? Shout out to Sean Tyler.
Shout out Sean
Anybody don't know who the
Tyler.
pioneer is? Sean Tyler, man, is one of the illest to do it for his keeping it for the culture. What does he
Yeah.
don't do? He hosts
Yeah.
radio personality, man, and real close, man. Appreciate him, man. Gave me the shot to do my tour, and as my wife said, good luck on your audition. A tour is an audition to see if you can wow them for a month and a half. And I tell that to anybody that's trying to get on tour. It's an audition. Treat it as that.
Yeah.
You got people watching you 24/7, how you carry yourself as a man, and also how you execute with your talent. So, shout out to Tech N9ne, man. He gave me a shot. We wrote that This I Know on my first tour. You know what I'm
Dope.
saying? We was in Carolina, and he was finishing up the album. And we ride in the tour bus, and it was decked out, and he was playing through beats. Had his phone Bluetooth to the speaker, and that beat came on. I was like, oh snap! I was like, and it was just that instinct. I was like, yo, and he was like, man, you got something? He was like, he was sold on the idea, and man, we have an off day. He sent me a voice note of what he wrote, and like, I might not be a wonder, but no, this I know. Our next off day, we was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we laid it down.
Dope.
So it was super exciting. You had to wait a year for the record to drop and then shoot the video, and it was dope. And the rest is, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Video
I know.
almost 3 million views.
Crazy. I remember when I came to interview Tech N9ne. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we was rehearsing.
Yeah, I walked
rehearsing.
right in. And listen, bro, it was good to see Tech N9ne, right? We was excited to see Tech N9ne. But dude, I don't know if you remember, when we seen you, we all rushed you. Me, Fast Lane, Will Slap, we all rushed over there to you like, Church, what did you doing in here? You know what I'm saying?
We was rehearsing, getting ready.
It was dope, and you was performing that song. I got it on video, actually. The rehearsal.
You got to share that. You got to share that.
It's
content,
on there.
Man.
It's on the beginning of the interview.
It was great to see your podcast come through, man. Cause
that was a great moment.
It just felt good to see your home team, and they element of what they contribute to the culture and visual, to see me and my element, what I do. And I want to say, I'm glad you brought that up, man. It's a good time, because it's just
yeah, bro.
I mean, it's cool when you get to play and tour in front of different places, being Louisville, Kentucky, being Sacramento and stuff. That's tight, but ain't nothing like playing in front of thousands of people in your city. Ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Can't nothing replace it.
It ain't.
I be telling people, like, if you want to go see Beyonce, see how she get down in Houston.
Yeah.
Her roots, you feel me? If you want to see Jay get it in, gotta let him go back to where he part owner to where Brooklyn Nets play at. You know what I mean? Like, the ticket's gonna be high.
Right.
And you're trying to get a hotel room, because Jay-Z gonna sell out Brooklyn. I mean, come on. Beyonce gonna sell out Houston.
Facts.
I mean, you gonna have 20,000 Beehive fans from Kansas City go drive down,
fly out, or wherever they from. So, it's definitely.
So I'm just grateful for that, man. It's still feel like it's a dream, bro. I mean, and I can't get caught up in the age. Like I said, I just turned 39. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 45, Church. So you.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I'm 45. Yeah, I'm 45. So I ain't no youngster out here either.
Man.
So I'm at that age to where I'm sitting my butt down too. You know what I'm saying?
I done seen the change of the hip hop scene. Who the influencers were. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Kansas City legends, man. That's no longer they blood ain't warm, man. They now back to the earth. Want to definitely take acknowledgement. I don't want to be insensitive and leave out nobody, but y'all know who these people are, man. That's been an impact to the culture for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Give a moment of time and respect for them, man, because they have shaped the sound waves of Kansas City culture, man.
Facts.
And I know for a fact I've taken time to study and listen and respect it. It took a minute for me to respect our articulation of rappers here, because you
I get it.
listening to the commercial, watching BET rapping in the
Yeah.
basement. I'm like, okay, these folks is being they self. Like LA, I love how LA dudes rap. They be like on the set, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever is really on they still on they gang bang nostalgia, you feel me?
Yeah.
But we got Rich the Factor, hell of a voice.
Hell of
We
a
got the
voice.
Popper, hell of a voice.
Hell of a voice.
Rest in power, Two Gun.
Yes.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
actually one of my favorite interviews. That I interviewed him 2 weeks before his demise, man. Fucked me up.
R.I.P. to my bro Mo Cash.
Yeah, shout out Mo
Shout out
Cash.
to my bro Keys. You know what I'm saying? All them bros, them was the ones who I knew they was about the red flag. You feel me? That's how I'm gonna hit it and quit it. But shout out to my bro Keys. Keys is the reason why Rich the Factor was he was the first. My bro Keys had one of the verse from Rich the Factor, and I produced the record. And Rich was in there. Shout out to my OGs at Block Life Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They had
Shout out Block Life.
Shout out the studio that I came into. It was Wood Grains.
Shout out Wood Grain.
Shout out to my bro Wood Grains.
Yeah.
Phenomenal music producer, engineer.
Yes, sir.
Consistent for a long time and handle business.
Yeah, and it's very smart, very intelligent.
Very intelligent. We just didn't talk music. Now, dude was intelligent and understood numbers.
Yes.
I just got to keep it real. So I snuck out the crib. My parents used to have a house off of James Avery Road. My bro Keys pulled up like, man, he said, oh boy, ain't trying. I had tracked out these beats for another rap artist. Shout out to you, my boy. Shout out to you. And you know, me not knowing how to like channel in the price with the business, right? I didn't know how to flip numbers at the time on the beats. So basically the dude was like, oh, well, shoot, man, you got to pay for the studio time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying for studio time and beats, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here thinking I can pull some stuff I didn't heard some rappers say that they do on an interview, you know what I'm saying? But no, I didn't know how to sell that. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Dude want you paying for your time. Like, nah, bro, this how this work. Like,
yeah.
I'm not cooking up no beats and then I got to take out my money for the profit. So, and these beats weren't even being sold for the price what I sell beats for now. And so Wood Grain had this board where he called it the slacker board. Like folks be wanting to get snacks and stuff. And he kept up with it. He like, hey man, you done bought like $10 worth of Capri Suns. He put the rapper name on there on the board and he be like, yeah, slacker. Oh yeah, you got on the slacker board, man. And it was funny. I'm like, oh shit, wasn't he be talking all this shit about he got money? He on the slacker board. And so I was like, man, he said, man, church, bro. He's like, I said, man, put me on the slacker board, bro. I'll pay for it. I was like, it's cool, because I was like, nah, enough of that shit. Dude ain't gonna play me and I handle
right.
business.
Yeah.
So he was like, church, man, you sure, bro? I said, yeah, I'll be off of there soon. I'll get it. I believe in myself to make enough money. Shutting up, my bro Keys was like, hey man, he don't want them beats, man. These my beats, bet. He said, huh? He come up in there, he pay, and so Black Life Entertainment in there, they was wrapping up their album. Wood Grain, he recorded so many people. So, you know, he got this super fast computer, you know what I'm saying? He was like, what beat is the church? No, it's this. The beat come in, I'm playing real bass line and guitar, wah-wah pedals, because, you know, I was trying to emulate Jazzy Faye. And so, beat come on, man, everybody was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? So you got all the legends in the building, you know what I mean? All your OGs and stuff. And Rich, I ain't never seen Rich ever in my life at the time. At the time, Rich had a blue spaceship. He had a Porsche. That's the Bucks Over Fame era, right? And so he was like, God damn, man, who's British Sharp, man?
You know what cracks me up? When everybody say something that Rich said, they do it in his voice.
Yeah, because he got a distinct voice.
Oh yeah, one of a kind, bro.
Like you got Tech N9ne gonna hit you with the ja, you know what I'm saying? You got Rich like, yeah. He gonna let the beat play for about 2 minutes before he gave it back. That time he would let the instrument play for about 2 minutes. You like, damn, when Rich gonna come in? He be like, yup, a quarter zip on it, and I'll be, you know what I'm saying? He let the beat ride, yeah, and it was cool at that time. I was starstruck. I said, damn, that's Rich, man. And Richie ain't in no Gucci shoes. He in some Air Force One
Man, white
jeans
T-shirt.
t-shirt with a stupid dummy watch on,
Yes, sir.
and smoking some loud.
Yep, and you
And
sit in
so,
that car for 7 hours and
man,
write a
listen,
song.
man, just watch. Man, we be up in there. He be like, man, dude, man, you bad motherfucker, man. Fuck with the world, man. And it was just like that was a cool era for me, man. That's like my 20s, you know. And my bro Keys, he bought the beats for me. You know, I was aiming low, man. Like at that time, I was like, shit, man, give me this, man. Let me get a pack of squares. Give me a ball hand. Give me a room, you know, because I'm still staying at my parents' crib. You know,
Yeah.
just try to get away. That's what I wasn't even. It was just I was in my kid era in my 20s. Like that was kid shit, you know. I wasn't thinking about royalties and split at the time. So shout out to my bro Keys, man. I miss him dearly. He was a good rapper. He had a promising career to grow. And so that's how I got plugged in with Block Life Entertainment. And I was doing beats for them. And of course, you know, they had they obstacles that they all walking down. Pretty soon everybody would be home
Yeah.
and stuff. So that was an era for Church Boy on beats. Shout out to my bro Big Ben. If anybody don't know about Rec Room, that's the family of who invested in me and bought me equipment. You get what I'm saying? That goes with my brother Chubb. They had a
Yeah, I know all those guys, bro.
them my brothers.
Yeah,
Them the
shout
ones
shout
that
out to brother Chubb
yeah
and Ben.
yeah being they invested in me hands down, being a music producer and knowing what weapons that I wanted to use to create music. They invested in me. So anytime I'm winning, they won. Shout out to my bro Chubb. I don't get to talk to my bro Ben a lot because you know he's doing his thing, real estate.
Yeah,
Tough, you know. He's always been about managing time.
yeah.
So
I seen him
anything
about not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago.
he do not. He'll give you $20, give you $100. But one thing he don't play about that you would piss Ben off about is waste his time.
Yeah, same,
Woo.
same here.
My bro Ben, about time.
Yeah, I
If
won't
you want to
listen.
get cussed out, make it bad. He like, yo, man, you playing with my time, man. I could have did such and such. You know what I mean? I told you,
Which is understandable,
which is
especially these
understandable,
days.
especially if you talking about trying to make it in the music industry. And speaking of time, I was super duper late. So just know I ain't making up no shit. I was super duper late because I got turned around getting out here, man. You know.
It's all good. Like we put enough time in between them because we know shit happens. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I honor and respect it though, man.
Yeah,
like
it's all good.
This is getting us prepared, man, for the Breakfast Club, bro. We got Breakfast Club here. You know what I
Man.
mean? You gotta honor it, bro. It's the same. It's the same thing, bro. This is big. I don't do no gas, and I give credit where it's due.
I appreciate
and we
that.
all are here by a cosign, man. I ain't cosigning no bullshit.
I heard
but we
that.
all here on a cosign, man. I cosign consistency and authentic and just pushing the envelope, and you pushing it, bro.
I'm trying, man.
Now you doing.
What I'm doing, I feel like we need this now more than ever. Because there's not many people. It's people that's doing it, but not on a consistent basis, especially putting our musicians out there or giving them a platform.
Another shout out, Third Wild ENT, my OG Raw Beats. I think he's still doing this thing out of Houston.
Yeah, he's on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's always live on TikTok.
Raw Beats is the one that was telling me the importance of how to track out my beats properly so the mix can be dope.
Yeah.
And I gotta give you this backstory on that, how I got up with Third Wall ENT. Shout out to my bro, Marley Young.
Shout out Marley.
Another leader of the culture here.
Yeah.
Marley Young.
One of the dopest.
Yeah, one of the dopest. I just talked to him. Definitely keep him up in prayer. All is going on, but there's some life stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just want to be respectful of that. But Marley Young, he wrote on my album, Brown Liquor Music, hands down. Marley Young is dope. He made that connection with me and Raw Beats, and Raw Beats is dope. Raw Beats playing lead guitar. He was tripping off me because I was young coming to the studio trying to get my track masters on. A lot of people don't know, like, track masters. They had a lot of beats you know what I'm saying, R. Kelly and Jay-Z. It was
Yeah.
acoustic guitar lines, so I was able to figure these chord lines out. So it's just like really, I really, really, really love music. And I had a lot of people, my music teachers, Mr. 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 Russell, Mr. Smith, Stephen Samsell, Stephen Smith, you know, all of these, Mrs. Ball, um, man, all of that, man, is molded, man, while you got a Kevin Church Johnson that you have, you know. Of course, the influence of my mom and my dad, and then, of course, the blues. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The blues definitely, I ain't really noticed that the blues have really sadness. And you know how many R&B beats I made for folks, man, that was popular and had the girls. And I'm like, I sung better than 90% of them, but I was trying to get my production on. And then after a while, God started showing me like, bro, you gotta sing on this yourself. There's been a lot of beats that I've been trying to send off recently to some artists, you know what I'm saying, that's established, and they won't bite on it.
Mm.
And it's just like, I'm in the career right now, bro. You put me on this podcast, it's getting me prepared, bro, for what God has for me. Because the more and more you try to juke, and it's time for you just to take the hit and just take the 3 yards that you got, you trying to make extra moves, you gonna cough up the football.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my wife said, stay in your lane.
Yes.
And the more and more I stay in my lane, man, God just be like, poof, poof, poof. You like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, when I say I've been meeting some people, some powerful people, like I met Ink. She is one of the hottest songwriters in the industry right now. Just won a Grammy with Kendrick Lamar for Luther.
Oh, okay.
And she's a beast. Just met
Shout out
her.
Ink.
I met her through the homie, Mr. Royal Blue himself, Nave.
Shout out
You know what I'm saying?
Nave.
Because you know he was. What happened was how I ran into Nave. I play at 1587 Prime with this artist named Talia. So
Okay.
1587 Prime is a very upscale steak spot, and she's the voice of that. So she got a residency there, right? And I play drums for her. So we played 4 songs at the top of the hour, and then we go upstairs and take a long break at Lowe's. So Nave walked by, he's like, man, what's up, church, man? I'm over here with Jay White and a Worldwide, this other big time songwriter. So they was in town working with Tag. And so that's how I met Ink. And I'm like, God, what you got going on? Like, I mean, you got 3-time Grammy Award winner Jay White. And Jay White is very down to earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm just like, I don't know what God trying to show me, but I'm in a season of great creativity and just sharing my story where I'm at, man. And thank you, man, once again, man, for inviting me on the platform, man, to share who I am. Because it's a lot of population here in Kansas City.
It
A
is.
lot of people that has moved here or have moved back that don't know who I am. So I got this
Facts.
hunger, like I'm about to put out fresh new music, like out the trunk, like, hey, you know, really aggressive, you know what I'm saying? I got to. I mean, God has kept me here for a reason, you know what I'm saying, to keep going, because, you know.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer to have you on. For the last 2 months, bro, I just been seeing you working out. What's that? At Swift's.
Yeah, I'm there
doing
every second. Man, shout out to the Swifts, Cajun Cuisine.
Shout out Swift's.
Phenomenal food, man, and they phenomenal people. They are cool, down to earth people, man. Black-owned business, man, off of Maine.
Yeah.
I'm
Shout out
excited
to
for
them.
all the traffic that's about to happen with all the tourists it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because it's good food, and it's for us.
Yeah.
And it's for us, man. Shout out to the black restaurant, Swift's Cajun Cuisine. I'm there every second and fourth Monday.
Check him out,
7
y'all.
to 10.
Pull
I
up,
promise
get you some food, and hear you some great music.
Man, listen, you about to hear yours truly, the phenomenal GOAT himself, Kevin Church Johnson on drums and vocals, and we got another GOAT on keys, my bro Desmond Mason. So that's been our thing every second and fourth Monday. And then also I got a residency at the 1909 Club, downtown Lee Summit, 7 to 10, every first and third Friday there.
Okay.
Every first, third Friday, 7 to 10. You reserve your tickets on GiveDrink.com. That's got my bro Jamie Anderson on lead guitar, while Beastin' on bass. And sometimes if Jamie is out getting his country club gig he got going on, that's pretty sweet, I got my bro George Schramm, who's also a phenomenal musician out of the town. I go on tour with him. He's the lead guitar player for Tech N9ne.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, but I seen you working. I'm like, I gotta get. I had been wanting you on, but I couldn't run into you. And then Mab, of course, here when I came to Industry Sounds,
Shout out to Mab.
shout out to Mab. He was like, that's one of my.
I'm in it for real.
Yeah, he
We've
was
been
like,
rocking for a long time.
that's what he told me. He was like, hey, he'll pull up. He was like, all you gotta do is hit him up.
That's little big brother.
Yeah,
that's what I call him.
Fun fact, Mab told me we wouldn't be in this building if it wasn't for you. He said the first time he ever came in this building was with you, and somebody else's record label was in here.
Yeah, Almighty All Stars. So we had a once upon a time.
So to salute to you, first of all, salute to you for
man,
that.
And I received that. Shout out to Mab saying that, man. First of all, I want to shout out my bro Mab, man, of like I said, you know, age don't really matter. You know, I'm older than him by a little bit, but he's a lot older. To me, I watched him be an entrepreneur. Man. This is real deal. Like I'm talking about from his sneaking us into the mama's crib, you know what I'm saying? Record real quick. You know, but I watched my man's grow as an entrepreneur, also to a family man, you know, he's a husband, father, you know. But the entrepreneurship in my bro to go get, he just tried. It's unmatched. I mean, I don't know nobody hungrier than him.
Me either.
And so when he came out here, you know, with me, you know what I'm saying? He was the one driving, you know what I mean? He drove me everywhere, picked me up to the studio, you know, 'cause I hate driving. So shout out to my bro Mad, man, that's my brother for sure. And also, man, he got me on this positive train. Like, you don't hear him complain.
No, he don't.
Like, he was just talking about how.
Take it all in stride, man.
He was just talking about how folk owe him money and stuff, and his grace, how he talk about it, man. He's a very graceful person. But Mab came out here, and it was a Chiefs player at the time who was calling himself trying to do music. Shout out to Maurice Liggett. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Liggett, baby. Love you, bro. He was number 31 for the Chiefs. He was cornerback. And that's when the Chiefs still had Reebok. That's when the league was sponsored by Reebok. Now we Nike. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he was out here, and then I didn't know. Like, when Mab is plotting on something about to make a move, you don't know. He just pop out like, say you see him in one whip, he gonna pull up on you in a Benz. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Mab. That's how he do. So I didn't even know that he was checking there like, yeah, I'm gonna see what the rent is. And next you know, he been here ever since, man. The evolution of industry sounds, man. To see the logo, you know what I'm saying? To seeing the carpet and seeing him put the flooring in. I mean, my dude is not lazy. He a worker.
Oh yeah, bro.
So when people see him pull up how he pull up or the vacations he take, don't be surprised because this man work hard.
Yeah, I have to get on him sometime, man, because he be like, I need to get this done. I'd be like, Mab, whenever you get started on it, I want to get started on it, let me know. Then I'll come in here and it's already done. I'll be like, man, who helped you? Oh, man, I just went here and did it myself.
Yeah, he don't do no waiting. You do too much talking, he be like, man.
Yeah.
And he don't talk bad about him, too. And it's just like he don't talk negative about nobody in the city or nothing. Like, if you don't.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he real good dude. And you know, I always be saying, be careful and say prayers for my loved ones. You know what I mean? That's my loved one. You know what I'm saying?
I found a great spot when I came here. And shout out to Tackle Box Studios because that's where I was at first. And that's who told me when he was ready to close down. He was like, Industry Sounds, he's got a place for you. And I came here probably 2 days after that, and I've been locked in with Mab ever since. And I'll be here, like I tell him all the time, I'll be here until you kick me out. Until you say no more, I'll be right here, bro. You got my loyalty forever. With this music thing you're on, this music journey you're on, what's your ultimate goal with it?
Ultimate goal, man, is to make great music, man. Definitely you want to see some checks from it. You know what I'm saying? You want to see some checks, but it's not all about the checks. I definitely want to make an impact, a positive impact musically wise, you know. I want to be able to continue to do what I love. And my wife, she and a lot of other people trying to really push me into teaching, you know what I mean, giving lessons or giving master classes and stuff. And, you know, I got a trauma that I'm working over, you know, getting back into the classroom. You
Mm-hmm.
know, my wife said, man, the best teachers are the ones that weren't great students. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, shout out to all the educators out there. But my ultimate goal is, man, is to make great music that should be celebrated. You know, I'm not making it a mandate where I got to win a Grammy, but I'm confident. Why not? I mean, I've done seen who won them. I done seen the hard work what it takes. I understand it's got a little political to it, and it's like, shoot, I would love to have a song that's great in a movie scene. They like, oh man, you heard the new Kevin Church Johnson? But definitely, you know, just dream out loud, man. You want the success of being able to. I dream about me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? On the red carpet. You know what I mean? Like I told my wife wear Birkenstocks all year round. Unless if it's too cold, she put her Uggs on. Like, yeah, baby, we gonna be on the red carpet and you gonna be in your Birkenstocks. You feel me?
Ain't no
And
wrong
they
with
gonna
it.
see me with a black woman that's a curvy woman. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just gotta say what it is, man. My wife, when you see her, you gonna remember her. She powerful. She
Yeah.
powerful to me, and it's just like we breaking down the stigma of what they think they should see. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people thinking like, he with her? I'm like, yeah, I'm with her, and they got and it's like my wife is beautiful to a lot of people, but you know, like I said, you got the sizes, you got the ages, you got the complexion, you know what I'm saying? That what they expect the hairstyle. Like I had some ignorant people talk about, oh man, I see you with a woman like Ashanti. I'm like, what? What you basing that
I
off
know,
of?
Lord.
Like not for real. This
Yeah,
actually
how did you
this
get
actually was
that?
said. So it's just like you know, I just hands down, you know, I feel I'm very blessed, you know, to be able to dream out loud. Like speaking of, she just sent me a pic. You know what I'm saying? This my boo out here. She looking at jewelry. Yeah, but this is my wife. You know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
wifeys,
Shout out
mine's
to it,
and
yo.
yours. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, so
he
I'm
who
just,
finds a wife finds a good
you
thing,
ain't
man. You know
lying.
what I'm
She,
saying?
she
And
seen your, she seen speaking of Talia, that's what's happening. So yeah, so pretty much I'm basically just I'm living it. I am successful, you know. So try to
definitely,
answer your question and stuff and not talk around it. But no, definitely stay consistent and be great and continue to make great music. Continue to make great relationships with other artists and making sure that I do my best as a music producer to pull the greatness out of them. That's what a true music producer is supposed to do, is pull out the greatness and all the potential out of an artist and make great music that will land and live forever. We ain't talking about AI. I'm not I'm not against AI, but I'm talking about what worked for me. Real
yeah,
instrument playing, real taking the time to process. I know it costs money to have a writing team, but whoever want to get down. And no, I'm also got to say this. I'm not doing cook up culture.
I
I'm
heard
sorry. I'm gonna
that.
say that shit. Now let me look in the camera. I ain't doing no cook up culture, man. If we ain't doing no shit that's intentional, I ain't doing it. I'm not. You don't get shit for free from me.
I heard that.
I'm gonna say that again. You don't get shit for free from me. And it's raw. You said we can cuss. I'm gonna watch my language at that, but they get the point where I'm saying my wife want me to chill out with the cussing. So, but nah, you don't get nothing for free from me, man. Like you don't get to go to halls and be like, oh yeah, bro. You know,
I want that.
I'm such and such, man. Yeah, like who are you? Like, and it's like these just folks, man, that ain't making no noise, ain't really checking no analytics. Like we already know you don't make no money from streaming. You ain't making no money. You not touring.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm not
facts.
finna go to the studio and you smoking a bunch of blunts and stuff, and you smoking Zaza in my face, but you can't pay me $5 for my beat. You
Yeah,
can't pay me 500 or 600 for my hook. What you mean? I'm
yeah,
a touring established musician.
yeah. So you
And
gotta at
I
some
can't
point you
wait.
gotta start acting like
I
that.
can't wait till they get to see this episode. I'm gonna talk about it. Cook up culture is dead, man. Be
Yeah,
intentional. Quit hoarding the studios, man. Quit being a person lauder in the studio.
yeah.
For
And drop
real.
music. Quit hoarding the music
Yeah,
too.
drop the music, and if you believe in it, put it out. And also invest in it. Like the engineer, you pay the engineer.
Facts.
You paying him for my block. Why you can't pay me for my beat? And it's cool if you want to lease beats. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But
You want to lease
at
beats.
some point, you as an artist, you got to
It's
get
like
away
it
from
remind
that.
me of these dudes being boosie out here renting cars and stuff and smoking blunts all day, talking about they busting serves. You rather
That
lease,
ain't
you rather rent a beat.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Instead of like, nah, the culture is just
Or YouTube beats.
And I'm gonna speak out about it. It's probably gonna be controversial. I'm not doing no cook up stuff. Folks be like, oh bro, we just cooking up. Yeah, you cooking up all right. Yeah, you cooking up all right.
It didn't become a full meal.
Yeah, I done done hooks for folks, man. And the records, man, like the numbers don't lie. I done did hooks for folks, and the numbers is just like I seen where my money come from.
Yeah.
And I'm just not doing it. Like I've been doing this for a long time where I done named artists that's no longer with us they invested with me. My bro Keys and them, Mo Cash and them, they spend money with me. My bros at Block Life Entertainment when they was a teen, they spent with me.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing that. They was paying us. They was paying all the producers. They was paying me and Blaze. They was paying Elmo if he had beats. You know what I'm saying? They was paying us.
Yeah.
And it's just like for these folks, man, man. I'm glad that you got me on it, bro. This high definition red can right now, ain't nothing for free, bro.
Yeah, I heard
now we can if we can barter, whatever. If you got something we can barter and you got a bar and I know you gonna come with, that's cool. I think people don't value free.
No. Because once you do it free,
shout out to Casey Young Boss.
Yeah, they don't.
I got shout him out because I want to work. You know what I mean? Shout out to Casey Young Boss. He's a dope MC that got a voice here. Casey Young Boss, one time, I sent them a beat, and I wanted them to get on the record. I ended up doing the record without him and stuff because he was like, "Oh man, bro, I know you was trying to reach out to me." You know what I'm saying? But I hit him up on some straight man-to-man business. Like at the time when he had quoted, he said like, your verse is going for this for you though. I throw it for that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He told me his pride, respect that, and then he respect me. So he pick up the phone. He know I ain't on no bullshit. See what I'm saying? I value Casey Young Boss. He own.
Yeah.
He's ours. He own. He touring.
Yeah.
He got what I want. So like when he tell me what he want for the verse, if it's in my budget, I'm paying it.
Yeah.
Cause he gonna do the same for me.
Thanks.
So it's just like when folks be like, man, Church, I'm trying to get up with you. No, you ain't. You ain't called my manager. Did you hit 830?
They don't want to hear that.
Did you hit
they don't want to. You know they don't want to hear that, Church. You know they don't want to hear that. They do not want to hear hit my manager. They want the old Church.
Yeah, they like, hi, this is Natasha. What you want them to do?
They want the old Church.
Like, nah, man, that's Church Boy. Church Boy was out here pimping himself.
Yeah,
some of them
was
pimping too. Like, nah, I ain't no hoe no more.
Yeah.
I'm not no hoe no more.
Yeah, and that's what every relationships come down to. Sometime is a pimp and a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
who are you?
Hey man,
what are you gonna be?
Like a real talk. I'm gonna find out where I can I'm gonna buy me a champion sweatshirt, find me a print spot, and like cook up culture is dead. Like on everything, I'm gonna get it right now for a full time artist because I am successful. Like I got these fans that got my face on there with me smiling super duper big. I was like, yo man, if you really rock with Church, man, you a Church fan.
Yeah, I heard.
Church,
yeah, there you go.
$5. My wife came up with that.
That's marketing.
It's marketing. So when I say cook up culture is dead, like I'm wearing that to the studios. Like folks know what it is. I told folks what my price was, man. Some folks got upset. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Some folks got upset. It was like, man, what, bro? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you can see it. And y'all gonna keep doing these hooks with these same dudes with this auto-tune on, and y'all ain't gonna get no records that got no feel to it. So it's like this. You got your top shelf, and then you got your wells.
Yeah.
So if you want to deal with a well, then deal with a well.
Facts. Are you writing for anybody, or have you wrote songs for anybody?
I haven't wrote for anybody in a while. Right now, I'm just writing for myself, and if I'm producing for an artist and stuff, of course it's me writing the music, whatever. And other than that, it's just right now. It's just about me and whoever who's trying to be intentional with creating. I'm not sitting in the lab and on no popularity stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So potentially, hopefully, just speaking it into existence because the bro 9, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's back in the lab and stuff. So hopefully, there's a record that fit for me to get on. But other than that, no, I ain't writing for nobody. I had a record that I was trying to get to T-Rail. You know what I'm saying? T-Rail out of Topeka.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. First of all, I'm a fan of his confidence, his self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Confidence, self-esteem. T-Rail hands down is straight up. He representing for the black man of confidence, and he don't apologize for him. And he got the swag, he got his fan base. But I had a record that his manager, shout out to Carlos. May you
Rest in peace,
continue to rest in peace, my
Lowe's.
brother. Rest in power.
Yeah,
Bro, thank you, Los, for what you done for the
yeah,
culture
facts.
and also the great, phenomenal work you done of managing your artists, um, and also managing other people. He impacted a lot of people. So it
We
wasn't,
call him the Kansas City manager. He was the
hey,
Kansas City
hey,
manager. If he had,
he basically was getting his Clarence Avant on, connecting the
yeah,
dots with everybody. If anybody know who the legendary, the Black Godfather, if you
yeah,
ain't seen that documentary, Clarence Avant connected the dot for a lot of people in the industry, and that's what Los was doing. And so Los had, he took the time, had a Zoom meeting with me, and I played the record. He said, "Man, the record dope, man." And T. Rail was doing a feature at Soul Sessions at the Juke House before they moved to Elevation. I went down there, proper introduction. Rail gave me his number, but after the passing of Los, T. Rail had deadlines with his label, so he ended up happened to, so that kind of didn't happen. So I'm gonna put the record out. You know what I mean?
okay,
It's a record I done a long time ago. Just on a safe note, I'm doing some stuff different on the legal thing. I want to make sure it's not no voices on there that ain't supposed to be on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time to be fighting.
copyright
Yeah, and we
issues.
already ain't making money off of streaming. So my wife is talking to me about putting it on the Bandcamp so I can have people exclusively whoever give me their email get to have it first, and I'm gonna let them, you gotta hear this and email this, boom, 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 to this person to get the people talking. It will make it fun. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Get over the digital thing and paying for sponsor ads, but you still gonna do that. But it's
hmm,
gonna get the people talking, like do it organically like that. Touch the people, the fans. So this is gonna basically, Map is the executive producer of this. Is when we recorded over here, before he built that booth, and the booth was back there by the bathroom. Like, this is called Lost Sessions. Like, so you're gonna see Kevin, Church Boy, Scratched Out, Johnson, Lost Sessions. It's most me on the beats, him on the beats sometimes. And it's gonna be Lost Sessions. These gonna be records probably from 2015, 2016, like crazy. Like
oh,
got history behind it. You know what I'm saying?
that's dope. I was on live on TikTok the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I'm still kind of sleep on you. I seen Dram, uh, DRAM, Dram, give you a shout out on there as one of his closest, or you know Dram. I had to show you when we get off of here. But he gave you, he said Church Boy is one. I forgot the song. He got kind of a heavy voice. I don't know where he's from, but he was talking to somebody that was on his live from Kansas City, and he was like, "Oh, you know Church Boy? That's my homie." And when I seen him,
What's his name?
Dram, DRAM.
Dram.
Here, I'll look him up right quick.
Nah, I don't want to be playing brand new like I don't know nobody on the
Yeah,
on the
I'm gonna show it. I'm
podcast.
gonna show him to you. I forgot the name of the song that he had though. It was real popular. See if this is him.
Dram is on. He must have been talking about another church
Maybe
boy.
so, but I could have
He was
swore they
talking
was
about,
talking
yeah,
about you.
it's another church boy,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Yeah,
Cause
yeah, yeah. Dram. I'm like, yeah, they're like he had this song with Little Yachty, Collard Greens.
yeah,
Yeah.
collard greens. There you go.
Yeah.
I could have swore he was talking about you, but my bad.
I'm
But
beyond all the
yeah,
bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, speaking into existence, because I'm a fan of him too. So
yeah, he be on
yeah.
live, man. He be. I forgot who he was on live with from Kansas City though. And he was talking about producers and people here he fuck with. And I could have swore he said your name, but I could be mistaken.
Crush Groove. Can't forget about Crush Groove. You can't forget about that. Man, it's so many people, man.
Yeah,
Goudreau.
yeah.
Pull out. That's a Purcell part, drummer, keys, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hands down, Kevin Church Johnson is definitely influenced and inspired by our city. Of course, we inspired by seeing Kendrick Lamar and Soundwave and Anderson Paak, singing drummer. It was super cool to see, my boy Dominique Sanders, who's he's from here, but I don't know how it is. I know he went here to UMKC. He graduated from UMKC. He got a degree in music under the leadership of Bobby Watson, who's a jazz legend saxophone player. And Dominique Sanders, I mean, his list go from Jay Stone, Nipsey Hussle, to Pac-Man, to Wiz Khalifa, Problem, Janelle Monáe, you name it. My dude he doing his thing as producer. He's a bass player. He's like this with Terrence Martin. Phenomenal songwriter and producer. Shout out to Dom. Definitely is another person, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely been an influence and stuff. Like, we got a lot of great things shaking in Kansas City. And
Facts.
let's just put the map on it. Like, it's all love for Kansas City. Definitely love your city more than somebody else. They got so many rich tourists that love here. We gotta love. You know what I'm saying? It's a very delicate plant for a lot of us that've grown here. And, you know, a lot of people encourage you to try to go to another spot. Like, nah, I could plan a tour, you know what I'm saying, to get to a different market. But it's just a matter of time, of budget, and everything. And being fun with the innovation of how to put your music out there. Like, I got a hunger right now, bro, that, like, yeah, everybody don't know me. So, boom. Like, I know it's safe to say about 100 people know me, but now we trying to get 1,000 people.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful. I am successful. This is all I do. Full-time musician. My wife's my manager. I mean, yeah. I mean, we can do a lot of things. We can't do a lot of things, but we can do a lot of things. That's where I can put it. I'm very blessed, man. I want to say thank you again, bro.
For sure. For
sure.
sure.
To tell my little 1-2 spill, man. Usually when I get on here, my wife would be like, let him interview you. Don't overtalk him. So I don't like overtalk you, man.
It's all good. For anybody that's out there watching or is a young Kevin Johnson coming up as a musician or anything, what words of advice could you give him, or would you give him?
Well, young Kevin Michael Johnson, young Kevin Church Johnson, aspiring artist, I gotta say, shout out to all the neurodivergents out there. You got some learning comprehension, some challenges and stuff. Definitely be able to speak up like, hey, something ain't normal. I'm not understanding this. You know, get with a counselor, help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm encouraging school, but also, though, I'm encouraging you, don't suffer in silence. You know what I'm saying? I had anxiety untreated for a long time, and I got it treated as an adult. And also, you know, there's different things that my wife she's trying to get me to implement, writing things down, a complete task, and, you know, got to watch diet, anything I could say, because speaking from, if I'm going to talk to an artist out there, most of us artists, we got focusing issues. Definitely check into that if you're neurodivergent. You know what I'm saying? There is some resources out there that can help neurodivergent. There's so many neurodivergent artists out here that we don't know. And I just want to say that publicly, you know. Yeah, I'm one of those. There's a genius that's neurodivergent. And so it's a fancy word for somebody. You know what I'm saying? My wife put me up on it, but I will say out there, man, don't suffer in silence, man. Get the help. Get the counseling that you need. I encourage therapy. I encourage all of that. So in the midst, every person that's a creative, there's going to be some suffering somewhere. Anybody that's got a passion for something, there's going to be some suffering. So that's, if that answered that.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, I can't ask for much more. Like I said, again, bro, I wanted to bring you here and give you your flowers.
Thank you, thank you.
Stay on your road. Stay consistent. Don't never let nobody tell you doing nothing wrong, because you're on the right path. And it's a joy to see the growth from the Juke House. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when I learned about you. I'm sure you was on before there, but to see the growth from the Juke House to walking in to do an interview with Tech N9ne, and there you are on the drums, made me feel like there's hope for me. You know what I'm saying? And it is very.
We growing together.
Oh, man. Yeah, it made me
together, yeah.
To be honest, perfectly honest. When I walked in that interview, I was nervous, right, until I seen you, and I'm like, well, shit, he from where we from?
Hey, we in there.
You know what I'm
We in
saying?
there.
So
We in there for sure.
thank
For
you
sure.
again for
Thank you for
put
having
some
me.
time
Thank you.
aside to come and sit down with us and give us a little bit background of your story. Don't let this be the last time.
Oh
You know
no,
what I'm
I
saying? This
definitely
is
would
just
come
an
back
introduction of us. I know me and you can sit and talk for hours.
for sure. For
You know what
sure.
I'm
Put
saying?
time on a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And we'll get to it. But I want y'all to understand if they want to reach you for any features or anything, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at uh, www.kevinchurchjohnson.com. It is a booking thing. Or you can text or call my manager, Natasha Rhea, 816-830-9093. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real deal.
All right. If y'all heard him,
Kevin Church
manager.
Johnson on Facebook. That's my artist page. Don't go to my Kevin M. Johnson page. That's my personal page.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing to you. Kevin Church Johnson on Instagram and Kevin Church Johnson on TikTok. So that's my social media handles. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to definitely, you serious inquiries, you can go to www.kevinchurchjohnson.com for booking of anything, session work, drums, vocals, a hook, or, you know, whatever you need musically, I'm your guy. So
Yeah. Y'all heard him. Cook up sessions is dead. We ain't doing that no more. Make your
I'm
music.
looking in the camera right.
No more cook up sessions.
R.I.P. Ashes and ashes.
Man,
that's a done deal.
let's make music that's intentional.
We being intentional, man.
Yeah, and that's the only
Listen,
way.
we being intentional. Cook up culture and watching you smoke 100 blunts is dead.
We not doing that no more.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Mab and 816 Stony Shot It. For without them, I could not do this. Been another dope interview from another legend, up and coming legend. And y'all gonna see more of him, trust me. Kevin
Most
Church
definitely.
Johnson. We out of
Kevin
here.
Church.
Heart of 50 States.